What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon Kindle Create Space. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link there also. They asked me to put it up. I put it up. I'm humbled by the people that actually sent me stuff. Now, this video though is entitled Standards Are at an All-Time Low. So I'm on the phone yesterday with my aunt, and she says she's at a school. Young girl comes to the school, pajamas on, pajama pants on, t-shirt, baby in her arm, wrap on her head. But she don't go to the damn school. Now, this is a problem. Because she's there trying to show the students in the class the baby. This is my baby. And I'm like, how y'all let this girl in here? Because standards are at an all-time low. So we proceed to talk about her nanan. You know, rest in peace. See, my nanan died in her 80s. Well, her nanan, because she's like, I don't know, great, I don't, look, my family, people live long. So, 80s, 90s, something like that. But anyway, the world that she grew up in and the standards that she grew up in are not the standards that she died with. Were not in tune with the standards were completely different when she died. And it used to rack her brain like, how the hell, well, how did we get here? Cause see, my nana, she was like, you know, it was unheard of for, if you got a boyfriend, he gonna come live at your parents' house and y'all just gonna be sleeping in the same room, having sex, making babies. That didn't even make, that wasn't even part of society. She like, how we get here? And part of the conversation was because everybody started to relax their standards. Oh, it's okay, let it slide. And then you run around talking about these kids ain't got no manners. These kids are all messed up. These kids are soft. How they get that way? You, parents, standards. Because standards at an all-time low. Because I laugh because when she was saying what the girl was dressed at walking into school, I'm like, that's what people walk in. You see people at Walmart in the grocery store like this all the time. All the time. And I'm finna be mean. But I was telling a story about some of my coworkers, some of the sisters that I work with the wrap on the head. It got so bad that they had to tell them, yo, you can't come to work with this wrap on your head every day. Because, you know, when people have wraps and this, that, the third, like I could take my hat off. I ain't got a problem with that. It's a hat, whatever. I could do the video without a hat. I could go to work without a hat. I can go out without a hat. But if I walked around with a do-rag all day long, it would suggest, am I getting ready for something? Or am I just walking around like I'm lounging everywhere I go because I don't have any respect for society? You get what I'm saying? Because standards are at an all-time low. And then when it comes to teaching kids right from wrong, standards at an all-time low. Because we had wound up having a conversation about where people are doing stuff they got no business doing and expecting to not have consequences. So he was talking about people getting their cars towed. She said she was going to this place and all you got to do is park in the front of the building, not a long walkway. But people wanted to park in a particular space and they would tell them, look, if you park there, you're going to get towed. But you know what they kept doing? You ain't going to tow me. You ain't going to tow me. So they go in, come out getting towed. What? You're not going to tow me. They told you not to park over there, right? Right. If you parked 5 feet over in these parking spots, you'd have been good, right? So you'd have literally just walked 5 more feet to go into a business? Right, but I don't want to do that. I want to do what I want to do. You know why? Because somebody along the way told you that you could do whatever you want to do, but everybody else just got to deal with it. Because standards are at an all-time low. And you can see this everywhere you go. This is why people don't know how to have a job interview, because standards are at all time low. You know, I got friends who are tatted up. Go to job interviews like, you might want to cover them tattoos. Well, I gotta, because they might not hire you with them tattoos. They might stereotype you for all them tats. So wear a long sleeve shirt, cover them tattoos up for this particular interview. You know, roll that into it later on. Don't do that. Standards, because standards at an all time low. Let's get to something about this. Names. Because we was clowning about this at work. Somebody said a flight attendant got in trouble because they made fun of a kid whose parent named them like ABCD, something like that. And it was like, what kind of is this? And they was like, that's wrong. You shouldn't be making fun of a child. I'm like, that's true. You shouldn't be making fun of a child, but standards. You shouldn't be naming your child all this stupid stuff. Because, see, they're not calling you that name. They're calling your child that name, and you thought it was cute. So I had to backtrack, and I had to have a little story. Story goes like this. I had to cuss out my mama. So I was talking to my mother years back. And she said, you know, when you were about to be born, if you was a girl, I was gonna name you this after my favorite perfume. But since you was a boy, you know, I couldn't name you that. So it was like something stupid, like champagne peaches of Chardonnay, something stupid, like just something just real dumb. And I'm like, you know, my parents were teenagers when I was born. So I was like, this is why I'm glad I got grandparents. Because you was stupid. You was going to have me running around as the name of some off-brand perfume that you had at 16 or 17 that you thought was cute on TV. So somebody had to tell you, you're not doing that. And then I was born as a boy, so luckily I didn't have to face those problems, right? But I told her, I said, this is why, you know, you got issues. Because now, years later, what would I look like with that stupid name if I was a girl? I didn't think about it like that at the time. I know, because you ain't had no damn standards. Because they was at all time low. Even though, you know, my I was born in 79. So my mama got put out of high school because she got pregnant with me. And my father, it was shotgun wedding. Look, y'all getting married. We ain't playing this. So I ain't even gonna lie. She got pregnant. She had to she got kicked out of high school, and he got that. You saying I do, boy. So, but nowadays that's like a far gone thing. Like, cause if you remember what I said earlier, a girl who didn't go to school was visiting school in some pajamas with a baby in tow, so the students could see her baby. That's how far the standards have dropped. You know, standards at an all-time low. And here's the other thing. The problem is that there are people who don't subscribe to that. So guess what? Just because you got low standards doesn't mean the people in society gonna have those same low standards. So because you want to act a fool, you think people supposed to just let you in their personal space doing that? They're supposed to let you in their business doing that? They're supposed to let you in their homes doing that? They're supposed to let you around their children doing that? You just gonna go to every public place doing that? Oh, no. Because you got low standards don't mean that everybody else has low standards. And this ideology where you get to fight to be dead wrong is gonna get some of y'all hurt. That's just what it is. So, at the end of the day, standards at all time low, but that doesn't mean everybody's down with your dumb standards. That's what it doesn't mean. Now, I will say this before I close out. The other thing is, see, people have lacked so much that they've let so much slide. They're really the person with the worst standards, or the people who taught that these standards were okay. So it's not really the young people, it's the older people. That's who it is. You know, oh, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. And why is it okay? Because you've been doing that shit. This is where do as I say, not as I do goes terribly wrong. But now you old and trying to get into heaven, you want to act like it wasn't you, but it was you the whole time, because now their dysfunctional norm was a norm that you created. But now since you went to church for 3 weeks in a row, you don't remember that part. So I'm done on this one. We out. Peace.